Hello, welcome to another episode of Bearded Mixology. Today I'm going to be making another classic cocktail, the Martini, and I'm going to find out the answer to the most famous question in cocktail making, shaken or stirred. So the Martini, on paper one of the most simple cocktails you can make, only 2 ingredients, but as I've recently found out, there's a lot more to it than that. If you were to go into a cocktail bar and order a martini for the first time, and like me, you're a bit of a novice when it comes to cocktails, even the classic ones, you might be a bit surprised to find out the list of questions they're going to ask you about your order. Now, I've had to write it down because I'd forget and I wouldn't be able to do all this in one take. So you could order a martini, and these are the things that they might ask you, probably would ask you. Do you want gin or do you want vodka? Do you want it up or on the rocks? Do you want it dry or wet? How dry, how wet? Do you want a classic martini, a perfect martini, or a dirty martini? What garnish do you want? Do you want lemon, orange, or a grapefruit twist? Do you want olives? 1 or 3, because you've got to have an odd number apparently, because it's good luck. If you had a Gibson martini, you'd get a pickled onion with that. And of course, shaken or stirred. So with that extensive list of options, the only way to find the martini for you, or your preferred martini, is just to try as many as possible. There's worse tasks out there, but we're solving first world problems one day at a time, I suppose. So, using that list of options, the drink I'm going to make today, I'm going to do a gin martini. I'm going to do it up, which means just in a martini glass, no ice. I'm going to do mine fairly wet. Now, the difference between wet and dry is, a wet martini is more dry vermouth. Sounds weird, doesn't it? But that's what it is. So we have a dry martini. The drier you want it, the less vermouth you have in it. I'm just going to do a classic one, a classic martini. The garnish, I'm going to do a lemon peel. I think that's mostly the classic way to do it. Don't know about the pickled onion. Maybe one day. And I'm going to do a shaken one and a stirred one, just to see if James Bond really knew what he was on about, or if he was just showing off a bit. So before I start with the stirred martini, I just need to do a bit of housekeeping, and I need to say a massive thank you to David Swinstead. He has purchased this beautiful mixing jug and this bar spoon for the channel. So generous of him. Thank you very much, David. He advised or suggested that I set up a Amazon wish list, like some of the other channels do, where people who follow the channel, want to support the channel, could log on to it and purchase for the channel any of the items that I put on there. It's just stuff that I'm going to be using in the future for future cocktails. It's an expensive business, to be honest with you. But when I first started the videos, I didn't realise how much it was going to cost me. But if you're feeling generous and you want to purchase something to support the channel, I would be eternally grateful. If not, no problem. Just I hope you keep watching and I hope you keep enjoying the videos. So, on to making a stirred martini. First thing, into your mixing glass, you want to fill it right to the top with ice. Now, filling it right to the top helps the drink chill as quick as possible and helps with the dilution. So into the ice goes your gin. Like I said before, you can use vodka, the James Bond recipe, or for a martini is a vodka martini. I think for this kind of drink I prefer gin. I find vodka goes better with mixers, you know, your fruit juices and stuff. Saying that, I've never tried a real premium vodka, so maybe that's different. But anyway, 60 millilitres, 2 ounces of gin. We add the vermouth. Now, like I was saying earlier, the wet and the dry. A really, really wet martini would be equal measurement. 2 parts of gin, 2 parts vermouth. A really, really dry martini would be, some people just put a shot of vermouth into the ice, give it a stir, and then pour away the vermouth and just use what's coated on the ice as the flavouring. Now, I don't want a really wet one, but I'm going to have a 2 to 1 recipe. So it'll be 30 millilitres of the vermouth. 1 ounce. And that is it. All you need to do now is give it a stir. So this spoon that David bought me, it's excellent for this. Because it's longer than the one I'd got, you seem to get a better purchase on it, just makes it easier, makes it a lot easier. Thank you again, David. So you need to give it a good stir. Because it's basically an all alcohol cocktail, you really do need to give it a good stir, perhaps 45 seconds, maybe a minute, to get the right amount of dilution. Otherwise it's going to be really strong. If you like it like that, that's fine. So you'll know it's ready when you feel the outside of the glass and you can feel it getting really cold, almost frosty. So then all you need to do is get your martini glass or your glass of choice. I've had ice in it to chill it down ready. Pour that away. Get your strainer and just strain it into your glass. And there you have a stirred martini. So, via the magic of editing, I now have 2 martinis. This one is the shaken one. Same ratio, same ingredients, everything. I just thought it'd be easier than just watching me shake a cocktail for no reason. I've garnished both with a lemon twist. Twist it, spritz it, wipe it around the rim. So, let's just try them and see what we think. Visually, the stirred one looks more appealing. It's crystal clear, looks really refreshing, looks delicious. The shaken one is cloudier. Obviously, you're putting in the shaker, you're adding air into it, little air bubbles. I can also see some little ice shards on top of it, where the ice has broken in the shaker and come through the strainer. I suppose it's just a texture thing. It won't make much difference to the flavour, but we'll see. So tasting it. The stirred martini. Yeah, really nice. Like I say, really refreshing. There's like a texture to it. It feels smooth. That's the only way I can say it. It feels smooth in your mouth. It coats your mouth really nicely. I can see the lemon is definitely my preferred. I'd never have olives in it. Olives are devil food. No way. The pickled onion, maybe I'll try it one day. Who knows? So we'll try the stirred version. Shaken, you idiot. Flavour wise, very similar. But that one hasn't got the smoothness of that one. It's sharper. It doesn't feel as luxurious. And also the little ice shards, they're by the by. If you like a bit of crunch when you're having a drink, no problem. I don't think I'd mind either, really. But if I had a choice, the stirred one, just because it looks a bit nicer and it's just got that mouthfeel to it that it's a little bit more luxurious, bit nicer. So James Bond, was he onto something? I don't know. Maybe he was just showing off. Try it. Try one of each. See what you prefer. It is a very fine, there's not a lot in it. But yeah, try it. See what you think. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you find it informative. If you have enjoyed it, please click like, subscribe and all that shit. Oh, I can't say shit. Sorry, I said shit again. Never mind. Yeah, click like, subscribe and the bell icon. Check out the Instagram page. And also, I'll leave a link in the description for the Amazon wishlist if you want to browse through it and feeling very generous. All appreciated. Much welcome. So, until next time, stay safe and I'll see you all again. Thanks for watching.